Okay, I've been really busy before with finals and I was really overworked recently, but it's all good now. I'm all dressed up and ready for the Christmas vid. Ah, crap. Alright, so I realized that I've been behind on uploading based on my schedule. Well, really behind. But at least I got one last video in before the new year arrived. 2017 is coming to a close and another year is a-coming. But with New Year's on the rise and with all the stuff that's happened the past year, it makes you think a little bit about the past. I wanted to take a moment to remember the good old days. You know, when the world wasn't as screwed up and people weren't as crazy as they were before. Also before selfie sticks and fidget spinners existed. You know, when people still had Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and kid channels like Nickelodeon had the best shows. Okay, nostalgia video for boys in my age demographic anyway. I thought we could take a moment to go back to the past and enjoy simpler times. Also a few moments from my own past that, I'm reluctantly sharing, I guess, in this video. I present to you a nostalgia video, with childhood stuff included. One of the biggest things I remember from the past was the shows and cartoons that I used to watch as a kid. I remember the first time that I watched Dragon Ball Z and I thought, holy crap, this is awesome. I also remember another show that I used to watch called Ren and Stimpy. That was... yeah. There was also a lot of other stuff that I enjoyed, such as Beyblade. That was one of my favorites, alongside Pokemon and Digimon. I remember playing Beyblade when I was 7. I used to hang out with one of the neighborhood kids and we used to play with our Beyblade spinners on a little mini plastic battle station. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. Now that was a real spinner, not the fidget spinner stuff we have now. On the low-key though, it's okay, but still. Hashtag Beyblades forever. Another thing that I remember is that I never really wanted my own phone when I was a kid. I remember that there were a couple other kids that used to have their own phones, but to be honest with you, it never really caught my attention. I keep seeing a lot of kids today with iPhones and tablets and thinking they don't know how good they have it. Then again, some guy my age must have seen me with a Game Boy or something and probably thought the same thing. And then some guy his age must have seen him with a Walkman and probably thought the same thing. And so on and so forth. Wow, that's pretty trippy if you think about it. There was also an abundance of quality cartoons back then too, unlike now. You know what I'm talking about. I used to watch a lot of Tom and Jerry and a lot of Nickelodeon shows too. That was good. I remember watching shows like All That, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, and old game shows like Legends of the Hidden Temple. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. I also remember thinking that the show was really weird too, but I was also a kid, so what did I know? Some of the other shows that I remember bring back a lot of memories. I used to watch a lot of cartoons when I was younger. Actually, I still watch a lot of cartoons now. Huh. I guess old habits die hard. I wonder if I'll ever grow up out of cartoons and, you know, other childish stuff like drinking chocolate milk. As if. Because I used to watch a lot of cartoons, I actually wanted to collect a lot of toys too from certain movies and cartoons that I saw. I was really into Toy Story and I wanted a Buzz and Woody action figure too. Well, I remember I got my wish on Christmas when I was little. Kinda. I got Buzz perfectly. Buttons, wings and all, but Woody... Alright, first let me explain something. To be honest with you, my parents never really did understand toys. Well, my dad did, but my mom, for some reason, never really got it. I see this a little bit more sometimes with parents and, you know, when they go into a Walmart or Toys R Us and, you know, they're trying to basically get something for their kid and get out as soon as possible. But I also think to myself, I understand if you don't have time or if you don't have the money for the gift, but I don't know, at least try to put an effort into it. Because it is your kid, and the gift or the present that you're trying to give them, or whatever toy it is, you're trying to keep them happy, you know, they are your children. So instead of getting a perfectly fine Woody doll, you know, the ragdoll kind, I got a talking Woody statue. He had his own star-shaped platform, and you could rotate the head and arms, but... you know, that's it. You couldn't even pull the string on the back because it was just molded in plastic. If I wanted him to talk, I would have to push the button on the platform. I'm older now, and don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for all the things my parents got me because I know that there's a lot of people out there in worse situations than me, and even now, I am still grateful for everything that they've given me. But the kid in me back then was still disappointed. I already made a promise to myself that if I ever have kids, I'm making sure I do my best to know more about their interests. And trust me, I am not making the same mistake as my mom, because I will make sure that that little kid enjoys his Christmas present. Unless it's too expensive, in which case I guess I'm going to go her route. Alright, besides all the stuff that I was just talking about, I want to get just a little bit serious, mostly on the cover topic of the new year that's coming up. To be honest with you, going into the new year, I don't know how to expect things. I mean, 2016 was bad, if you think about it. 2017 was worse, so I don't know what expectations I have for 2018, but I'll still keep them high. That's all the time I have for this video. I hope you guys have a happy new year, and I'm sorry again for belating the Christmas thing. I'll try for better accuracy next year. See you next time. Why does the video feel so short? Is it because you ran out of time? Oh yeah, I also remember that when I used to watch a lot of the Disney movies back then too.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.